a quiet forest near the edge of a wooden farm, there lived a small donkey named Rowan. He wasn't the strongest or the fastest, but he was known for something else. He was always there when someone needed help. Before the sun rose each morning, Rowan was already awake, carrying water, pulling carts, and helping the farmer with endless tasks. And when the farm work ended, the forest animals would come to him too. A squirrel needed help moving nuts. Ducks needed their boat pulled across shallow water, and even the fox, who rarely helped anyone, would leave heavy bundles for Rowan to carry. Rowan never said no. To him, kindness meant being available all the time. He believed that if he kept helping everyone, he would be valued and respected. And for a while it felt true. Animals called him kind, dependable, and generous. But slowly, something began to change. The more Rowan helped, the more others expected. Requests turned into assumptions. Gratitude disappeared. Soon, no one asked anymore. They simply placed their burdens on his back and walked away. Day after day, Rowan carried more than any animal in the forest. He watched others resting under the trees while he kept moving, his back aching and his legs trembling. Still he continued. Saying no had never crossed his mind. One evening, exhausted and barely able to stand, Rowan was about to carry yet another basket when a calm voice stopped him. "Why do you carry things that are not yours?" Rowan turned and saw an old horse standing quietly beyond the fence. There was something different about him, calm, observant, and wise. Rowan simply replied, "I help." The horse didn't argue. Instead, he stepped closer and placed a light stick on Rowan's back. "Is it heavy?" he asked. Rowan shook his head. Then another stick was added, and another. Soon, there was a small pile, still not heavy. But when the horse placed one final stick on top, everything collapsed. The pile scattered across the ground. Confused, Rowan stepped back. The horse looked at him and said, "None of those were heavy on their own. But you never chose how much to carry." Those words stayed with Rowan. For the first time, he realized something simple but powerful. He had never set a limit. He had never decided what was enough. And because of that, everyone else had decided for him. The next morning, when the squirrel came with another request, Rowan paused. He looked at the heavy bag, then gently shook his head. "I can't carry that today." It was the first time he had ever refused. And strangely, he didn't feel guilty. He felt lighter. As days passed, something interesting happened. Some animals stopped coming. They searched for help elsewhere. But others changed. They began asking instead of assuming. They said thank you. And when Rowan chose to help, it felt different. It no longer felt like a burden, because it was his decision. Rowan was still kind, but now his kindness had something stronger beneath it: self-respect. Many of us are like Rowan. We carry everything, not because we have to, but because we believe it makes us valuable. But the truth is simple. Respect from others begins with respect for yourself. When you start choosing your limits, people begin to see your worth differently. So tonight, think about the weight you carried today. Not physical, but emotional. The favors you couldn't refuse, the responsibilities that weren't truly yours. And ask yourself one question. What would Rowan gently place back on the ground? Because sometimes the strongest thing you can carry is your own self-respect.